Hey guys, what's up? So in this video, I'm going to try out another hero who received minor adjustments here on official server. And this one's Gatotkaca. As for Gatot's mini adjustment, the developer simply tweaked his enhanced basic attack. First, they increased its cast range. And they made it similar to other fighters where they dash to the enemy when their enhanced basic attack is active. And that's it. That's basically all of his skill adjustments. But before we move on, an early team fight is about to occur. Okay, I shouldn't have dived in like that. Going on, one of the problems when you use Gatot is that he's always preferred as a roam rather than an experienced laner. One of the examples is during our draft pick. Even though I've clearly stated that I'll be our team's experienced laner, my team just keeps demanding that I adjust as a roamer instead. And I just want to apologize to our team, especially you Zong, because I didn't adjust. Now in case you don't know yet, if we'll check Gatotkaca's profile section, he's a tank with a fighter sub role. Surprisingly, he's recommended to be used in experienced lane, and is a hero that's capable of doing crowd control and burst damage. We usually see Gatot used as a tank with his crowd controls. But what about as a fighter in experienced lane with burst capabilities? So that's why in this video, I plan to test out Gatot if he's possible to be used as an experienced laner together with his new update. Is this buff good enough to make him more popular in experienced lane? What other possible adjustments does he need to be more competitive? And that's what we're going to find out. Anyway, I'm currently playing solo ranked here in official server, and I'll be our team's fighter. This is the build that I've used in this game, while here is my emblem. Now before we continue, the turtle is currently being killed by the enemies and our jungler is nowhere near. Let's see if I can steal it from them. Dang, I managed to steal the turtle and two of them got killed. Guess that was a lucky shot. Now let's see how Gatot can fare against an experienced lane Bane. I guess he's no match. Kidding aside, if we're planning to build a burst type Gatotkaca, his main damage will mostly come from his passive and ultimate. With the right items and conditions, Gatot can make these skills deadly. But to be honest, I think Gatot isn't going to be the best pick if you're planning to go for the experienced lane. His current skills just won't cut it to be part of the meta. But I thought of some possible adjustments that could make him more competitive as a fighter. First is his rage gain. We all know that Gatot gains rage based on the damage he receives, right? It will be a lot better if Gatot gains more rage from the damage of taunted enemies. I think this can be beneficial for him, especially in early game when their damage and attack speed are still low. With this, he'll be able to activate his passive more often during early game. It's not something that will make him OP, right? First is because only the taunted enemies will give more rage points. Second, the second skill is like a double-edged sword. You may have put a taunt CC on the enemies, but that doesn't mean you'll receive damage reduction from their basic attacks. So I think it's just a practical buff. But then again, that's just me. Anyway, the octopus is trying to push our mid. Let's see if we can turn him into a takoyaki. The turtle is about to respawn. Let's see if we can try to secure it. The turtle is as good as ours. Now their last guy is still in our lane. Let's see if we can bully Bane more. Then, Gatot's passive really does its trick. Going on, here's my second recommended adjustment to his ultimate. I think it will be great if Gatot receive at least enough rage to do an enhanced basic attack after casting his ultimate. It could be a +10 rage for each enemy caught in the ultimate. Or it can also be a +10 when the enemies are inside the center and only +5 when they're outside. I think this is a pretty balanced buff since Gatot needs to gain at least 25 reach points first before dealing his enhanced basic attack. So that will mean at least catching 3 enemies in the ultimate with 2 of them caught in the center. But anyway, let's just kill this annoying creature first. Going back, last of my possible adjustments is just a simple one. Would it be too OP if Gatot's enhanced basic attack becomes AoE damage? I mean, it's similar to receiving Aldous' first kill in full stacks, that kind of AoE. What do you guys think? Is it OP or is now just fine? Anyhow, let's see if we can try to push their middle inner turret. I think I'm liking this mage build Gatot, but as much as he looks strong, he still has his weaknesses. Gatot is pretty susceptible to high mobility heroes that can dodge his skills easily. Range heroes, specifically marksmen, are also his greatest enemies. He can easily be killed by long-range enemies, especially when he can sustain with a lifesteal from his enhanced basic attacks. Anyway, there's still a minute before the level 2 Lord spawns. We can try to engage the enemies and push one of their inhibitors while waiting for the Lord. Shoot, I was hoping to burst down Cyclops back there. Three of them are dead, but our minions are still underway. I guess we'll have a hard time pushing here. Since the Lord's about to spawn now, I'll leave the Lord to my teammates while I try to push our bottom lane. I just killed their jungler. With that, we secured getting the Lord. Shoot, I should have retreated after killing Bane. We may have gotten the Lord, but we were only able to push one inhibitor with it. Anyway, I just respawned and there's currently a team fight occurring. Now 3 of my teammates are dead. If we look at our current standing, it seems the enemy score is not that far from us. Though we may have the advantage with the destroyed tower, we should still be careful not to get bursted down by the enemies. Shoot, damn that robot. So far, I think this mage build Gatot can be effective. He certainly deals a lot of damage and is quite destructive, especially against squishy enemies. Though he may seem a great pick, I wouldn't recommend using him in your solo ranked matches. It will be easier playing with your squadmates or friends if you plan to test out mage build Gatot. This way, your team will be able to adjust on which heroes have good synergy with him. Make sure that you have other allies that can sustain damage to divert their attention from Gatot. Anyhow, all of my teammates are dead and the enemies are currently taking the Lord. Let's see if I can do something about it. And they got the Lord. Shoot, let's see if we can defend our base from this one. Their Lord is on its way to our top lane. It will be reckless fighting them head-on while the enemies have the Lord. So I guess we should only retaliate after killing it. Don't die yet, guys. Almost there. Now let's see what we can do. Dang, I guess we suddenly turned the tides with that one. There's only one of them left and it's Saber. So I guess this is it. So what can you say about mage build Gatotkaca? Does he need more skill adjustments or not? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. That's all for this video. Stay safe and thank you for watching.
Victory!